Hello, my friends. Today's date is February the 23rd, and this is a reading for you if this is your birth date. This is a four-card reading, a general energy card for the year to follow, a challenge you might face this year, an action you might take this year to stay in balance, and an outcome or synopsis card. Well, the general energy card of the year is the Sustainer. And what is the Sustainer a reference to? Well, I think for many people are sustainers. You know, they're the ones who get things done in the background. They're the ones who pay the bills and take care of the necessary duties and shovel the manures and feed the masses and give of themselves because they know somebody has to do it and they feel it's a great call for them. It's a great part of who they are to be in service. And sometimes, a lot of the times with the sustainers, the service is not necessarily, anything that lets them shine or makes them noticeable. And in that, sometimes that lack of recognition can be a very big challenge for some. At maybe for all at different points. I think we all have to look at, how we wish to be seen and if we are not acknowledged, for what we do and how we are and who we are. So I think on some level, the sustainer is doing you. This is about your work. I think this is about you doing necessary work that needs to be done that you feel called to do, and yet the recognitions are something you have to consider. When you're doing vital but unnoticed work. So, what is your particular challenge? Well, it is just that the sun, and the sun normally is, uh, shining brightly, standing out, but also recognizing other people's brilliance. So the challenge in this is possibly, quite possibly, feeling trapped, feeling unappreciated, feeling overworked, feeling like you have something to give, but you feel resentful that people can't see how much you're giving, what you're doing, how you're providing, and I think there's a reticence, a holding back, possibly, of giving your best and shining your greatest light in this. And maybe you're just plodding forward and trying to do the best you can, but there's a sense of, oh God, what do I need to do? What do I need to say? How do I need to be? Do I need to quit this thing? I feel trapped. That's the energy I think that comes in this particular challenge. So what is the action you could take? Black Panther? Oh, well, go into the darkness, go into your own void, go into your own darkness, go in and explore uh, what are the real fears that are driving you, because I think on some level you don't even know yet fully, haven't allowed yourself to speak those fears or feel those fears or admit those fears to others. And that might be the work that you have to do in order for you to know then where you want to go, and know then how you want to carry your own light and your own brightness and shine, regardless of what you're doing, whether you're doing sustainer work or you're stepping out onto some kind of stage. And maybe that's what this is all about too, is you're being called to step out onto some kind of stage, and you're afraid to step out there because you don't necessarily want to shine, you don't necessarily want to show yourself. And so, whether you want to show yourself or don't want to show yourself, whether you want recognition or don't want recognition out of a fear of it, this is still the answer to the question, the action that you can take. Go into yourself. Why? Why? What are you afraid of? What are you so scared of? Allow Black Panther to take you into those deep places in your dreams, in your meditations, in your visions, in your wanderings in nature, in your sound work, in your body work, whatever you're getting, in your deep relaxations, where you can allow yourself to be open and vulnerable and go inward. However, that can happen. Going inward, going into the darkness of your soul, allowing yourself to sense and feel and not necessarily see clearly what's going on, but hear and feel what are the old energies, and allow those to be interpreted in the light of day for yourself, but you have to bring them out of the darkness. And the Black Panther is the one that can help you go on that journey. Maybe it's a teacher who comes along, maybe it's just your willingness to no longer sit in the fear that controls you and say, I've got to do something about this. I can't go on the way I am. I feel trapped. So how do you get out of your trap? Well, you might not necessarily know what to do physically because you're a sustainer and you want to be responsible. You want to be responsible. But if you're feeling resentment and for some reason of needing either to step out or to not have any recognition, there's a middle ground. I think that you're still seeking to find how to make this pleasurable, comfortable work, but not necessarily think something that overwhelms you. So I think that is what this is all about. You have to find that issue that sits at the base of your fear of going on with what is happening right now, and learning how then to carry your own brightness out there, your own joy, your own faith, your own trust, your own light, your own sense of self that's not needing to hide, not needing to feel resentful, not needing to feel vulnerable if you step into the spotlight, or even if you get the spotlight. Um, Maybe that's all you're working back toward doing. But maybe you also want the sun to shine on you, so remember to shine it on others. And I think that's the sustainer's role, service to self and service to others. If you go out and you shine your light through this journey, remember to shine your light on everybody else's light, because we all have that light. We all are the sun. We all have the sun. We all have the backing. The sun doesn't pick and choose who it shines on. It shines on everyone equally. So you have to shine on everyone equally, and you have to feel like you're shined on equally. But you have to start doing that to yourself, and you can't wait for others to do it. And when you shine on yourself brilliantly and let that shine out, and then shine on others brilliantly, does the world change? Does your reflection change? Does your place in it change? Does your allowance to be and do whatever you need to be and do change? So therein becomes the new sustaining, the new holding, the new giving and receiving, the new sense of duty to this, to humanity. And I think ultimately the sustainer says humanity needs this job done, and I'm here to do it, and I do it with great understanding that humanity loves me, and I shine brilliantly, and everyone shines in whatever they choose to do if they allow themselves to shine. Period. If they allow themselves to shine. So allow yourself to shine. Go into the darkness to find out why you don't want to shine. You have to understand there that you're blocking your own way. You're holding yourself back. You have the words that say, oh, I can't do that, or I'm not recognized for this, or whatever are those words of pain that you don't think the sun is shining on, and or that you can share. Then, it's time to do some inner work so that you can sustain again. So you can sustain again. There's a great beauty in sustaining. Blessed be. Aho.